Go back to the flooding in the U.S. state of Louisiana, one of the hardest hit areas, the city of Baton Rouge. Let's go to Jack Stewart, who lives in the area. His home is in Lafayette. He only had a leak, but his neighbors were not so lucky. He joins me on the phone from Lafayette. Jack, how bad is the situation in your neighborhood?
Well, it was pretty bad on Saturday, I would say, but today the mood is optimistic. People are doing what they do here in South Louisiana and just getting back to work and helping each other out.
You've traveled the world. You are an airline pilot. You were also in the Navy. You've seen a lot of things around the world. How does this compare to what you've seen around the world, especially with some disasters?
Well, in 2005, when I was in the Navy, I was fortunate enough to be part of a humanitarian effort in Indonesia following the tsunami, and the magnitude there was obviously tragic. What we are experiencing here in Louisiana isn't quite the same, but the one thing, the common thread among it all is that the people, we come together, we rally around each other in our community, and we take care of each other. And that's what I was fortunate to do in the Navy, and now just as a citizen of this small community here.
For those who need assistance, do you feel like they're getting the help that they need with water around them?
Well, fortunately, the waters where I live have receded. When the flood was at its highest, water was entering homes. We were fortunate enough to have many men in our neighborhood. I can't even list them all, but they stayed behind when many of the families evacuated, the women and children. And they stuck around just to try to shore up any of the homes that were about to receive water, lift furniture, do whatever they could to minimize the damage and impact. And other neighbors who had lifted trucks, which we experience a lot here in South Louisiana, were braving the floodwaters to evacuate families to higher ground. And it's just, this is the one place that I can say that we come together as a community and we really look after one another. And it's been taking care of ourselves, and then now we're starting to see National Guard come in. We're starting to see more of a government presence, and they're there and they're helping out.
Talk to me about your sister-in-law, Marcy, her house. What is the condition at her house? And I believe we have a picture up that shows a lot of debris in front of her home, and it's a group picture of all of you. Describe what we're seeing here.
Right. So yesterday, when the rain stopped, and it had rained for about 48 hours straight, when it finally stopped, the water was still pretty high in the streets, but we managed to get as many family members and friends and neighbors together, and we went in and we tore out all the flooring in the house, all the baseboards, started tearing down the sheetrock just to minimize mold, to make the home safe for a family to move back into so they could continue about their lives. We've been working on it. We worked on it today. We'll be back there again tomorrow. This is going to be a long process, but fortunately we have a lot of good people in this community that are willing to lend a helping hand.
That's good to hear. Jack Stewart, thank you so much.